Battlefield 6 multiplayer is setting record numbers. I've compiled this story from both PC Gamer and Tom's Hardware, but I want to hear what you guys think about this one. Battlefield 6 multiplayer beta has been absolutely exploding in popularity lately, delivering a historic weekend last weekend for the franchise. It not only ranks Battlefield 6 among Steam's top 20 most played titles ever, but it also marks the strongest beta turnout in Battlefield's history. Rumors say the cost is over $400 million though, and EA wants over 10 million active players. With the success of the beta, do you guys think they could hit anything close to those numbers? What are your thoughts?
Well, I played a little bit yesterday, which might be the B-roll that you're showing, and I'm terrible at it, so I first apologize for what the audience is seeing here on YouTube. It's fun. I would not be able to tell you if someone's a cheater because I get killed so quickly that, as far as I know, everyone's cheating, and I have no idea. I was just dying left and right. I think I got 3 kills over the time period that I played of like an hour. I got to see 2 different stages. I got to see a Manhattan stage and an Egypt stage, I think. And one of the best parts about it that I found is it really looks like a battlefield. Like, there is shit strewn all over the ground. It's different levels of jumping on posts, jumping over fences and stuff, which you do find in Call of Duty. But just the sheer amount of stuff that's there is really quite different than what I've seen in other games. And I do feel like I'm playing a next gen game. What I think it has going for it is it does sound like it is going to be a serious first-person military shooter and not a licensing machine. I don't think you're going to be playing against Nicki Minaj and Beavis and Butthead. I think it's going to be straight military the whole time. And I think that's great. And I think that's what makes this game have the edge that it's going to have.
How was that?
Yeah.
How was the destruction?
I only got to play like an hour and change. I only got to play 2 different stages. And no buildings fell on me. There was definite destruction. But it was one of the things that I really noticed when there was some destruction going on is I went out and looked at the building. The building still looked intact. So I don't know if those are bugs, if it's just not there yet, if it's just the stage itself. I can't quite judge it yet. But definitely there is destruction. I just didn't really experience any big theatrical set piece type stuff yet.
Got it. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. And yeah. I would love to be playing the beta, but I'm over here on Linux on my PC, and that kernel level anti-cheat is stopping me from playing this game. So I mean that happens with a lot of different.
Fire up your Xbox.
I know. Well, I gotta fire up the Xbox. I'll probably get the PS5 fired up for this just to have that little extra.
Can your S handle it?
Yeah, I don't know. The S would literally incinerate.
Burst into flames.
So I will give the beta a shot this weekend, and I know it's definitely getting a lot of hype. I know all the streamers are all about it right now. And I love to see that we're getting some competition again with Call of Duty, and I'm stoked to see that it's seemingly having some pretty good success. So I want to see this keep on rolling, and I'm so with you, Maulding. I really hope they stick with true military sim type, stuff and gear and no skins, please. I know they kind of came out and like confirmed that, but like you never know how far that really goes.
When they don't make enough money for EA, maybe things will change. But you're right, that's the tone that they were kind of going with. So that is good. Like, how does it compare to multiplayer in Call of Duty?
Well, I know Call of Duty better than I know Battlefield, so Call of Duty has that edge there. I'm better at it. I know the guns more. This was only me playing an hour and a half or so it's hard to compare it in that way. But like I mentioned before, that environment look much better. It's very urban, very tight-knit streets, very alleyways, lots of different ways to get around, which Call of Duty also has. But I do feel like a lot of Call of Duty are these wide open spaces with lots of emptiness in between points, and that is not this. There is just junk everywhere, and it makes me feel what maybe a Battlefield might actually feel like. So I think it has the edge in that environment. Call of Duty, since I know it better, I have more fun playing it, but maybe after playing Battlefield more and I get better at it and I'm not dying constantly and not getting any kills, maybe I'll feel better at it at that point.
Yeah, it's like
Nice.
getting the edge in Battlefield always seems like such an impossible feat, considering there's
Yeah.
just so many players. I feel like Call of Duty, you can really kind of use your like
Yeah.
movement skills and everything. I feel like Battlefield, a lot of the time for me, playing in the past ones like Battlefield 1 and all the other previous ones, it's like you just had to get that certain positioning and hope they respawn right over there, and you just light them up,
Yeah.
and you're just like fingers crossed, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
there's so many people in there, and you spawn in, you can spawn in on one of your teammates, and then all of a sudden that teammate is just instantly in a firefight and you just die instantly. It's tough. And me being a sniper too, I'm looking for those sniper spots. I don't know. Right now Call of Duty has the edge because I know it better.
Does it pique your interest enough to make you want to purchase it?
I not for no. I will. I'll buy it. I'll buy it when it's on sale, probably. But no, I probably won't. I just don't like military shooters enough. I like this game. I don't like it enough to buy it.
Yeah.
Do we know if
Definitely
it's
not
going to
day
be
one.
70 or 80?
I would assume so. I mean,
I'm assuming
didn't
70.
EA
Yeah.
came out and said that they're not doing $80 games a couple weeks ago or a few weeks
Okay.
ago, I think.
Yeah.
At least not
and
yet.
just back in the napkin math, I mean, I was just doodling and I was like, okay, if they really want to make 400 million and then you divide that by 70, it gives you 5,714,000 basically copies that they would need to sell. But then of course the consoles will take a portion of that. So you can round that up to like 6.5, maybe million copies they have to sell at the base price. And then of course there are all those other additions. I don't know. I think that they're definitely going to make back their budget. If their budget was 400 million, I think with the hype and the way everyone's responding, I say yes, they are going to make that 400 million back and then some on top of that. Now that 10 million player count, now that's going to be a little bit tricky for them to land. And the only way I see them doing it is if they do some sort of Warzone battle royale situation here that we don't know about yet. And that, yes, if you make that free to play, then yes, 10 million, you could hit both of your goals. Those could be realistic with the reaction we're seeing here.